never actually done this before. So this is the drum brake off an old Yamaha. The shoes just literally fell off. So I got some new ones. Ba-doop. The springs seem a lot cheaper and weaker. I mean, look at the difference. You know, I don't think it really makes a difference. I'm gonna shoot some lube in it. I'm gonna lube her up. So check this out. For straw storage. If you didn't know that, now you do. So. Trying to get those good juices up in there. I don't really know if this is the right kind of stuff to use, nor do I care. I kind of want to go back with these springs though. Man, look at that. Let's see how hard it is to put on. That's going to be the deciding factor. Is it a pain in the butt to install? Oh, absolutely not. It's not that bad. Okay. Yeah, look at that. These look about the same. Up the pads. Yeah, well, now we got springs for another project. Nice. Or we got something to go into the I want to melt things pile. All right, that was it. You see how these work? These actually work just like old Model T brakes. That's all you had back in the day, just this. But this is what stopped the super bikes of the 70s. Drums. I call them super bikes. They're super to me. Yeah, everything looks good. And always make sure you lubricate the pads. Just kidding. Don't do that. That's bad advice. So this is the front brake. Probably going to be a little more of a pain in the butt. But that's okay. Because I'm not gonna lie, that's super cool. Okay, this is the speedometer gear. This stays stationary. Like the drum stays stationary. And this spins up against the wheel, turning that little shaft down there. So the problem I have with this is it seems to work correctly, but you see how it sticks? It just needs some lube. But these are the original pads. I don't know what that's made out of. Let's see. Who is that walking out the window? I don't know. Not really sure what that means. But I'm kind of old and I don't always catch references, so bear with me in my oldness. So this is pretty cool. This is the front brake, like I said earlier. And it's got two cams that work together. And instead of going out like this, it goes out like this. Like that. And so you got two cams here. And as I rotate the lever, opens them both. But they feel sticky. And they don't really retract back like they should. And so we're going to clean the sticky off, I think. But this is like grease older than me, so. I don't know. It just came to your account. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh, well, that was pretty easy too. So far a win on easy. Gotta love easy brakes. So now that's, see how those cams work together. So be right back. We're gonna get some actual brake cleaner. Okay, so you guys, I have non-chlorinated brake cleaner. This stuff doesn't smell as good, but it'll work in a pinch. But remember, don't be like me and get the non-chlorinated. Get the chlorinated because it smells better. Chlorinated brake cleaner always makes me feel good. Okay. And wear gloves. Gloves make your life better. Chlorinated brake cleaner and gloves. Look at that. It just skeets it right off. Oh, yes. Oh, I love that. See, I'm feeling better about it already. This is a good day, y'all. We need a rag. When you squirt brake cleaner, you gotta be able to wipe it off. When you skeet up your brake cleaner parts, you gotta wipe it off. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all, I really want to make more time in the shop with you guys. I love y'all. Y'all are the reason I'm doing this right now and not putting it off. It was like, what do I want to do tonight? Do I want to loaf around because I've worked really hard today? Or do I want to hang out with my Madness Nation, the Motorcycle Madness Nation? And I said to myself, I'm going to hang with my bros and brodettes. So I just coined that word right now just for y'all, brodettes. So, man, give me those likes. Give me those likes. I need more likes. For every subscriber I get, I'll say brake cleaner. But I can't really see how many subscribers I'm getting, so I'll just say brake cleaner. But do tell me, if I made a t-shirt that said chlorinated brake cleaner is what I like to smell. I like the smell of chlorinated brake cleaner. Would you guys buy that? Would you buy that? Would you buy that shirt? I don't know why I'm cleaning the outside. It doesn't really matter. So I was rooting around in my shop and I found this old boat motor. And tell me, you guys, if you would want to see my boat motor put on a... Look at this. Look how smooth this is. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's beautiful. Delightfully amazing. Oh. Oh, my. Oh, my, Captain. Yes. Goodness. Look, y'all, I love my work. I love it. Maybe a little too much. All right, let's put this to the side. And we're going to work on these. Okay, these are old grandpa brakes. Look at this. What is that, like some sort of phenolic material? See, back in the 70s, in the 80s, stopping was an option. Like, you didn't actually have to stop. Only people who... I don't know why people stopped in the 80s. Definitely not because of their brake pads. Look at this crap. Like, who said, let's put... This looks like that same stuff that old circuit boards are made out of. That's nuts. Maybe they were like, oh, surely no one would ever speed on a motorcycle, so we don't need real brakes. Or they looked at, you know, hydraulic brakes and said, oh no, that's lame. We don't want to do that. We don't want our people stopping. That's what it was. They were like, brakes only slow you down. This is ridiculous. So what I love about antique bikes, they're ridiculous. Like my Nighthawk, like the main featured bike of my channel, is has drum brakes on it, and they are the worst. Like, if you want to learn how to I guess that's what it is. They want you to learn how to properly ride a motorcycle. There's a certain level of fear that you have to have, and you have to anticipate not being able to stop. So that's why they put drum brakes on small bikes. That's what it is. It's got to be what it is. They're like, stopping's for quitters. Brakes are for quitters. And we don't want quitters riding our machines. Okay, we're going to skeet some of this in here. Oh, that feels good. Why do I have to make those noises? Because this is motorcycle madness. Okay. There we go. Oh, that is actually really nice. Really floppy. We kind of want it floppy. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look, I'm not going to lie. I've been watching other YouTubers live. And dude, some of the stuff I've been seeing is retarded. Just old school retarded. Yeah, so that's what they do. Now oh crap. The fun part will be getting these stupid springs back on these dumb pads. back on these dumb pads like that. Okay. I don't actually know how to do this. So if you're scrolling through and you're like, man, finally I can watch this guy and learn how to fix my brakes. No, you have failed life. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know. So if there are any old school mechanics, enjoy the show, because I am definitely putting one on. But here on Motorcycle Madness, you don't need to know how to do things. You just do them. You just do them, and you learn them through the Force. Y'all did not know I was a motorcycle Jedi, did you? Oh man, I almost dropped my 360 camera. It would have been 360 on the ground. Y'all can't see it, but it's right next to you. Okay, so look. This is not how you do this. But it's somehow working. That was actually not that hard. Huh. Oh, look at that. How about that? Will you look at that, sir? Will you look at that juicy, delicious goodness? Skate a little oil. Skate a little oil. You must oil always, always, always. Oil your drums. I don't know if that's actually what I should do. That may be a terrible idea. Lubing up your drums. Okay, darlings. We shall now move along to reinstalling this nonsense on the motor tickle. Okay. So, y'all are actually clamped in a vise right now, and the vise actually holds the phone really well. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go with the vise idea. And I'm gonna try to gently pick the. You know what? Let's let's lube this other thing up, because I didn't have the brake cleaner for this one. Yeah, we don't need lube. No lube for me. No lube for me. Look at how much better that works with no lubricant. Screw lubricant. Okay. Motorcycle Madness. Let's see. We can just put you guys over here. Yeah, this ain't working. This ain't working. Okay. So we'll break this up. Oh, crap. Y'all just saw my roof. Okay, so this is Kayla. Everyone say hey to Kayla. Kayla is a raggly bike, so don't judge her. She's very insecure about her raggliness. Y'all, this setup is so dumb. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. Okay. Now I believe y'all can see. So we're gonna pretend to be a mechanic, and we're gonna put this on. Okay. So we got this. This is done. Man, this poor bike never got rode. These are factory tires, man. Factory tires. How do you have a bike this cool and never ride it? That's a crime. See, whenever I go a long time without riding a motorcycle, I feel sad. Y'all, I gotta find some wrenches. Be right back. Like that. Okay. So we got our wrenches. This crap. Why did they do that? All right. Okay. That's one of the big pluses for drum brakes is they're fairly easy to assemble. Like, this isn't that difficult to work on. Like, I've never done this before, but it wasn't that hard to figure out. Fairly easy to disassemble, fairly easy to reassemble. That's pretty much how the 70s rolled. 70s and 80s bikes. They did some pretty complicated stuff though back in the day. Okay. We're going to give it a little love tap. Oi! Oi! She's kind of a bad girl. Look at that. Run, stop. Okay, maybe try it again. Run. Run. So, we'll put this cap on. got a few more things to lubricate on this system, like the handlebar and the cable. Because what you want is you want it to go, stop, and then auto retract. If you don't do that, it's not working correctly. But y'all didn't know that. But you would have never figured that out if I didn't tell you. That you were like, autocorrect. What's that stupid crap? Gosh, Steve's an idiot. Why is Steve saying these things? Well, if that's what you were saying, you're a jerk. See, that's rude. Man, how come nobody's leaving me comments, man? That's just boring. I'm up in here talking to myself. I'm giving y'all great material here. You get to watch me fail at a bike. I actually really like this design. I've often wondered why. I'm sure they had their reasons. I'm sure those reasons were performance oriented. But I just kind of wonder why a lot of these old designs just went away. I mean, that is so simple. I mean, boom, done. I like it. I don't hate that at all. Okay. This part here may be what makes me hate this. Okay. So, this castle nut goes on the end. I don't know why they call that a castle nut. Get ready for this. Because it looks like a castle. Bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know that. But let me tell you. Now you know. And for a castle nut, you actually can use this old paper clip. Look at that. All up in the castle nut. All right. Paper clip it up. There you go. Yeah, I did that so the next guy looks at that and says, "Oh, idiot." Why I did that. Wish I had the throttle cables still. I mean, not the throttle cable, the speedometer cable. I don't think that came with this bike though. Tools up. Oh, it plays music. Listen to that. So do you guys ride? Those of you who are actually watching. I just wonder if I could shoot some lube down it. Y'all can't see this. I'm not wasting my time with the phone. Put you. Cable feels stiff. We're going to shoot brake cleaner down it. Who knows if that's a good thing? I certainly don't. Now we're going to shoot some grease, some oil. Okay, well, I'm going to let y'all see the end of it. See that? That means it's working. And the cable doesn't look bad. Doesn't look all rusted and gross, which is a plus. Okay, let me clean this handle up. All right, the brake cleaner worked. Now lube it. Let's lube everything. Grease away. You should always lube your brakes. Oh my. Yeah, Prometheus. Everything feels so majestic and magical. Oh, yes. We're dissolved electrically divine. So, we're actually going to have to make some parts to get these rear drums working right. I didn't actually have a lot of the pieces, so you'll get to sit with me do that. I don't know if I'll do it tonight, it depends on how I feel. Okay. Okay. That feels good. So I'm back with you guys again. Thumbs up, torn thumb up. Now we're going to put this thing back where it came from. How about that? How about that, you guys? You guys. So that went into there. This is the part I really can't remember how it works. I may have to take all of this apart, and I think I will. Okay, so I'm gonna take these off so you guys are with me. And what I'm gonna do is scoot this back, put this cable on this little cable holder, maybe. I don't know how that's gonna work. You know what? Let's make my life easier. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Good advice, you guys. Y'all are great mechanics. Thankfully, this just turns. So we're going to line this up. So we'll turn it all the way in. And we're going to go from here. Okay, so this pin is what's going to connect these two pieces. Just like that. This cotter pin, where are you at? There you are. This cotter pin will hold all of that together. See it because I can't really adjust the camera. I hate these pins. I never actually see what I'm doing with them. So just guess. Just need to stick them in where they can't come out. Which always seems impossible. Look at that, now it won't come out. All right, so here we go. All right, so y'all watch the tire. We're gonna stop it. Get ready. About that. So let's adjust it. Pretty sure that's okay. How this works, rotate it back. You just screw this back. Now try to keep as little movement as possible down here. Again, I don't actually know how these are supposed to be adjusted. I just guess based off of experience. I don't have any sort of documentation on this bike. We're going to try and see if that works. Okay. Let's see what that is. Okay. That jam nut. Okay, now let's try it again. Oh, that feels good. I'll call that a win. Okay. All right, y'all, let's get this bike off the stand. It's not too bad. It's not too good. Okay. Round, round, spin around, I spin around. Spin around, round, round, I spin around. Not really that heavy now that I don't have an engine in it. And this is a feature in old bikes, and I wish they had new ones. Look at that. They can take the back tire off and tighten the chain. Come on, y'all. Come on, Honda. Why can't y'all do that anymore? Man, every freaking chain bike needs to have a center stand. It just makes life awesome. Chinese bikes still have them. I love this. That's one of the big things I like about this old frame, man, is that center stand. Like, if I'm out and about and I'm riding and I notice my chain's loose, heck, all I gotta do is have some wrenches with me. Okay. See that pretty good? Let's see. Yeah. So now we got to make this tire stop. So same thing. The only difference with this though is I'm missing a few things. The nut that goes here and the bolt that goes through here. it's like a pin that goes through here that has a hole through it that allows for this. And I'm missing the bolt that goes here. So we won't actually be able to get these brakes working right now until I make those parts. And well, it is what it is. The front brakes to me are the most important though. When we test this thing, we may only need the front brakes. Let's put you here. Okay, so you can kind of see what's happening. So this pin, I'm gonna loosen it from the other side, knock it out. The tire should be in our hands. If I remember correctly, I don't even think it's tight. I think it's just tight enough to, yeah, tight enough to get on. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of annoying. I don't like this. I don't like this pin. This axle is technically what it's called. I do these though. These are real simple. These are your chain adjustments. You screw this out, it draws us back. Pretty simple. That's how they did it back in the day. Call myself greasing that. No, I didn't. Okay. Are we about to? Okay. That's done. That works. Just talking about these, you tighten it. Goes forward, this slides back. probably supposed to have grease in it, but we're doing that instead. Dang it. There we go. Scoop. Actually work either way. I don't really care. Scoop, scoop. All right. So we gotta get this rolling. Bolt that there. This rod actually has a bend in it. Figure that out. Well, we can always pull this off too and adjust it over. That's probably what we'll end up doing. But gloves off. Well, I hope you found that entertaining, and man, please subscribe to my channel. There's more to come. The more you subscribe, the more fun I can have. And we need to figure out what we're going to do with this thing. We almost have a full set of working brakes, which means we got to find a way to power this machine. Are we going to put a conventional motorcycle engine in it? Are we going to find a vintage engine that went in this bike? Or are we going to do something crazy? I'm thinking we should do something crazy. I think we should unleash the madness. So anyway, you guys, if you're watching, I want to leave you with this note. I hope you have a blessed night. I hope you realize that you're beautifully and wonderfully made. I believe you were beautifully and wonderfully made in the image of the Almighty Infinite God who loves you. And remember, you're not a mistake. The world's a better place with you in it. All you have to do is make a positive contribution. So anyway, man, just because you make mistakes doesn't make you one. Love you guys. Do something awesome. Please subscribe. I need it. I need all the helps I can get, all the thumbs up I can get. Man, y'all, you just don't even realize how much that actually helps me. And feel free to reach out to me. My email is in my YouTube channel. And love y'all. Later.